talking about the big AAP victory in Punjab. And one of the key architects of this massive jharu sweep through the state of Punjab is Raghav Chadha, who's joining us at this time. Raghav, Mubaraka, many Mubaraka. This is a fantastic victory, and it must feel like a very special moment given how closely associated you've been in fighting this campaign over the last 2 years.
Absolutely, it's been a overwhelming victory, and we are truly humbled. This is something that we did expect, but what the people of Punjab have done today is just outstanding. It's amazing, it's mind-blowing, and a huge responsibility comes our way. A huge responsibility comes on the shoulders of the next Chief Minister of Punjab, Shri Bhagwant Mann.
And many people who are watching at this time would wonder whether Bhagwant Mann, despite his popularity amongst the voters, has the attention to detail, the ability to get into the minutiae of governance, which is required now to run a debt-ridden state like Punjab with the kind of challenges it has on drugs, on alcoholism, on farming, industrialization, unemployment, huge challenges. Can Bhagwant Mann attend to the minutiae of governance?
Of course, absolutely. And I've seen Mann Saab evolve as a person, as a leader, as a politician, as an administrator over the years. And he's the best man to lead Punjab today. I've been very closely associated with him. Apart from having a personal relationship, I've always had a working relationship with him. When I was, attached to him, when he became a member of parliament for the first time in the year 2014, he is the best man and well-equipped to lead Punjab, lead from the front, and people above all. In a democracy, the will of the people is supreme. The people of Punjab have chosen the son of the soil in the form of Mr. Bhagwant Mann, and the jodi of Kejriwal Saab and Bhagwant Mann have been embraced. People have voted to experience the Kejriwal model of governance, which was only seen and felt, and the benefits of which were only seen and received by the people of Delhi. The people of Punjab also have today given a thumbs up to the Kejriwal model of governance. I have been saying that this Punjab election was a dharm yudh for us. Adharm was on one side, where slanderous campaigns were running against us. People called us Atankwadi. Kejriwal Saab was called a Kala Angrez. I was called a Gora Angrez. Mann Saab was made fun of. So adharm and slander was on one side, and on the other side you had dharm, that is uprightness, honesty, integrity, and a beautiful jodi of Mann Saab and Arvind Kejriwal ji on the other hand. Dharm won, adharm lost in this dharm yudh.
There is talk that Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, and some of it in AAP circles only, could potentially elevate himself to a national role. For example, making himself Rajya Sabha MP, making Manish Sisodia Delhi Chief Minister, so that he can focus on both states and focus on trying to spread AAP in states like Himachal, Gujarat and others. Is that on the horizon?
No, this is mere speculation. These are hypothetical questions. There is no need for Mr. Kejriwal to artificially elevate himself. He is already elevated. He is our leader. He is the leader of every volunteer worker, member of parliament, including now the Chief Minister of Punjab. He is everyone's leader. He is my leader. He is my mentor. And I, as a ordinary worker of the party, would like to say that it is my dream to see Mr. Kejriwal as one day as the Prime Minister of this country, and I feel that day is not far away. Today's results show that Aam Aadmi Party has arrived at the national stage. We're today a political force to reckon with at the national level. I have said this again before, and I'll say it again. AAP is going to be the national and the natural replacement of the Congress party, and Mr. Kejriwal will be the principal challenger to the BJP.
You know, many who are watching would say, is young Raghav getting a bit carried away? They won in style in Punjab, but there's, where else? For example, in Uttarakhand, you got routed. Yes.
When I started roughly 1.5 years ago, Rahul, as as somebody who was given the responsibility to look after the Punjab affairs by my party, all these politicians of Punjab used to make fun of me. From the Akali Dal to the Congress, from the BJP to all other political outfits, and they used to say, कि ये न्याणा है, ये बच्चा है, ये जवाक है, ये 25 साल का 30 साल का लड़का क्या करेगा। आज पंजाब के लोगों ने दिखा दिया, people have shown today that ordinary people like myself and several thousands and thousands of Aam Aadmi Party, ordinary people who come from average middle class households, who've left their careers to work for the betterment of this country, to reform the politics in India, can actually, create such magic in these elections, and how people of Punjab, along with the Aam Aadmi Party, can dethrone the mightiest of politicians, and Aam Aadmi Party himself, Aam Aadmi, the common man himself or herself, takes over the throne to administer and serve the people of Punjab.
I must reveal to our viewers that Raghav was mighty nervous after the polls got over, because there were all kinds of stories coming in. He also went in for a short detox and all kinds of theories about this possibly being a hung house. Were you sleeping very anxiously? Were you able to get any rest at all, or were you just biting your nails away, Raghav?
No, I was. I mean, I was very sure and confident that we'll come through, and that we'll there'll be a thumping verdict come the result day. And it's been an overwhelming experience. But yes, like, when you write an exam and you wait for the results, in that duration, every student, I as a student of accountants, chartered accountancy, I as a young student always used to feel nervous between the exam and the the result day. So I experienced something similar. But of course, we were very, very confident that, look, our hard work, our honesty, our uprightness, and above all, our positive agenda is going to be rewarded by the people of Punjab. From day one, we were not overconfident, but we were confident that we'll win.
Which state do you think is the most logical state for expansion for the AAP, where the AAP has a real chance of coming to power next, if at all?
Look, I think that in the coming days, we'll certainly talk more about Aam Aadmi Party's expansion plans. But I can certainly say that the Kejriwal model of governance today is being looked at with a lot of hope and aspiration all across, from Kashmir to Kerala, from Guwahati to Gujarat, all across. And people wish to see that governance, that model in their respective states. The best thing about this campaign was, Rahul, that people of Punjab voted on the basis of positive agenda and positive promises made by the Aam Aadmi Party. People rose above caste, religious, socio-economic backgrounds and criterias when they went out to cast their vote. They voted for a prosperous future, and I feel that under the Aam Aadmi Party's tenure, Punjab will no more be called by Urta Punjab, by the phrase Urta Punjab. It will be called as Uthta Punjab, Khushhal Punjab, Rangla Punjab.
Okay, are we talking at this moment potentially to the next Deputy Chief Minister of Punjab? Hindus constitute about 40% of the vote share. मेरा सवाल सुन लियो फिर दसना. The second possibility is that with all these half a dozen Rajya Sabha MP seats now becoming vacant, given the number of seats you won in Punjab, would you prefer the Rajya Sabha route, Raghav?
I was given the responsibility to.
अच्छा, आप डिप्लोमेटिक आंसर मत दो ना, जो मन की बात है वो बताओ.
नहीं, मन की बात ही बता रहा हूँ आपको, मन की बात ही बता रहा हूँ. मुझे चुनाव लड़ाने की जिम्मेदारी दी थी, चुनाव लड़ने की जिम्मेदारी नहीं दी गई है. I have several responsibilities already given by my leader to me, and I would like to honor those responsibilities and let a new government take shape. Let Mr. Mann, who's the man of the match, who's the chief minister now, lead, the government, and we are always there to assist him in any which way that he wants us to assist.
It's interesting, Rahul Srivastava.